Hi guys. In today's video I want to explain how to create a cinematic edit of your gameplay. We are in Adobe Premiere here right now and we see my recording of a game that we just had. It was a pretty good game with a lot of kills and a lot of action, so I decided to make a video out of this. So the first thing that you will need to do is record your gameplay and import it into your editing software of choice. So now I start to get rid of some of the more boring parts of the game and focus on sequences that are interesting or that are needed to understand the situation. And while editing, I also keep in mind that I will go into the replay afterwards and try to already memorize some situations that I want to highlight later in the free camera mode. Yeah, and now I'm making my way through the timeline, and of course this is only my approach on things. You can do this completely differently if you want to, but I like to focus on the action of a game. I think looting is boring and you don't need to see people looting so much. So now finishing up the last bit, and there we go. We have our condensed timeline of just action of our own perspective. Now we can go into the replay and get some amazing cinematic shots. So now we are in the replay mode, and that's what you will first see here. It's you don't have the timeline down here, so you will need to push the J button to activate the timeline down here, and there you can navigate, and you can also highlight the kills here to see where the action was and click on certain timestamps. But for now I want to show you the most important shortcuts that you will need. So the space button will activate the free camera mode, so you will disconnect from your character by hitting space. You can fly around. If you want to go back, hit the tab key and click on your name and you will get attached to your character again. But for now I want to find a position here that I like to record, and once I found that, Control U to hide the UI. So, but first I will need to go back a little bit. Now Control U, I hide the UI and hold the camera. Now I got the shot, and now I try to maybe get something from the landing here, but no, nothing I like. So I try to find a good position here, maybe something symmetrical like this, and I go back again. Control U, and there we have another shot. Control U again, rewind a little bit and play again. So yeah, now I'm going through the timeline and looking for some cool shots that fill the gaps that I created in my gameplay footage, so that bring me from one situation into the next situation, if that makes any sense. So for example, this shot here, after killing the last guys in Palace, we left in a car, and the next shot can be how we arrive at the next action location. So now we can start going through the cinematic footage and again cut away everything that we don't need, so that we end up with just our cinematic shots that we want to be using in our edit. So now we can see here on the top I have my condensed gameplay footage, and on the bottom here I have my cinematic shots. And now the next step will be trying to marry those two together to make an interesting edit. To do that I start with putting my intro at first and then just going through shot by shot. So I'm gonna start here with the first one, which will be the parachute shot that we made first, and then afterwards have us landing, and then I keep on incorporating the cinematic shots into the gameplay footage. we work our way all the way through the timeline, using some sound effects here and there. And once we are through, we can put our outro in the end. And there we have it. A cinematic edit of our gameplay. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked it. And my next video will be the video that we just made. So if you want to see the end result, stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next one.